Good morning. Happy Friday, my beautiful friends. We have made it to the weekend. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm giving you a little bit of a close up view here so you can see this adorable cutie come to life. This is our item of the weekend. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Beth, and this is the Ruffled Daisy where we craft our stories together. Maybe it's through making beautiful things for our home. Maybe it's through growing the relationships around us, or maybe it's through leaning in to Christ a little bit more. That is what we do on this page. And today we have this adorable give thanks turkey that I seriously can't wait to bring to life for you. So come on in. Let me know you're here. Hello, Angel. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. This is our door or our item of the week. Y'all can get this for $4. Okay, $4. That's a steal, I'm telling you. Um, Let me wipe this off a little bit. And actually, I'm looking at these tags and it reminds me we were creating some Christmas ornaments last week, I think it was. And you guys asked for some little tags that had, good morning, Joanna, that you could put on your handmade Christmas ornaments that have the year. And so I made that come to life for you guys. You can get tags, they are in the shop. You can grab them that have the year on them. You get like a bundle of 10 of them or something like that, I think. So I'm so glad you guys are here. It is Friday. It is a beautiful day here in Kansas City. It's going to be warm, but I think it's our last day of being warm. Hello, Roxy. Good morning. All right. So let's make sure y'all can see this. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. Anybody got big plans for the weekend? Anybody? We have a wedding to go to. So, for those of you that remember Reagan, who used to work for me, she is getting married tomorrow. She's getting married tomorrow. Thank you, Diana. This is $4 today. So, these are all the things that you're going to get when you get your kit. You're going to get your little give thanks banner, the cute little turkey that we have going on here, a little tag, which we're going to use as well. And then you have these three spacers if you want. We are not going to use them, but it's to help either lift this away from it, or if you want to put them behind the turkey so it lifts away from that a little bit. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll put them on the turkey. We'll do that. Let's figure out what colors we're going to use. So, hmm, we are going to use, I love this caramel color. It is not an Afraid Not color collection, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to use this one. And let's see. Let's use this green. Good morning, Maureen. Let's figure out what colors. I want a red here. I want a red there. We're going to use a few different colors from the collection. Let's see. Let's see. We'll do this one red, red, orange, yellow. Let's see. Debating on using the terracotta or the caramel. We'll use the terracotta. And here's a yellow. We'll use the straw hat. Did everybody see that we have some paint collections from Nicole that are exclusive to us if you haven't seen them. I'm thinking of a green. I want more of an aqua. Hmm. Well. Let's see. Let's use this breezy blue. I like those colors. Babysitting all week for two of your grandchildren. You're excited. You're going to have a fun weekend. I bet you are going to be so ready and tired. They're all, having your nieces, nephews, grandbabies. They're all so amazing, but it definitely does remind me that there's a reason we had kiddos when we were young because they definitely um, have all the energy. Have all the energy. All right. So I do want a different blue too. So we're going to use this one too. These are the colors we're going to use. I have a couple from Afraid Not. I have a few that are the Crafters Collection. So let's go ahead and do this first. I'm going to paint each of the feathers something different. I would really love to see as well. You could paint each one of these something different. Okay. This is 40% or 50% off this weekend. And so you can get it for $4. Y'all, you can't get much for $4 in this world anymore. I'm going to tell you that right now. Not much you can get in this world for $4 anymore. Let's see. Let me grab my. Actually, I like this one better. Grab some tape. And I'm actually going to tape off here. It's just going to make it to where I have a more solid line. So we're going to do that. We're just going to follow that little line right there and tape this one off, and we'll sponge it, and we'll do that one. And then we'll move on to some more. So this month we've been doing lots of turkey projects, and we have our turkey door hanger. If you are in our subscription box, that's a turkey that we're going to be creating on Monday, actually. So if you're in the VIP group, that project, that craft night is going to be Monday. All right. That's a great color. It's a really good color. What do you think? All right. So now let's go ahead and do the bottom one here. And we're going to have to start drying some before we move too much further. Let's see. This one, let's do this blue color. Breezy blue. Yeah, so we have a wedding to go to tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. Reagan is such a sweet girl, and we're going to go celebrate her getting married, starting her new life. So, for those of you that may be new, our item of the weekend is an item that we have that is 50% off all weekend. And that's what this is. This is typically $8 and it's 50% off. So you can get it for $4 right now. Let's go a little bit more in. So you can get it for $4. The only catch is that you have to use the coupon code. So make sure that you put the coupon code IOTW. It stands for item of the week. Make sure that you use that. Put that in the little coupon code section so that it gives you your discount. Otherwise, you're going to be paying $8 for it. Tell Reagan we still missed her. I definitely will. Deb, how are you? All right, let's dry this up so our tape can just a spot right there. All right, so then we're going to do these two, like this orange color, and then wait, those are, yeah, we're going to do orange and yellow. Red. Let's go ahead and put another coat on that red, just for good measure. Big B, our little Zoe, our little Chihuahua. Big B took her to the vet right now. He just left right before I hopped on live. I don't know what's wrong with her, so prayers would be appreciated. I was looking up how to tell if your dog has a fever, and she has every single one of the symptoms of a fever. Um, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she's gotten into. I'm not sure what's happened. So prayers would be appreciated for little Miss Zoe. All right, let's do. I think I do want a little bit of a lighter yellow. No, we're gonna go with what I originally planned. This is sunset gold. We're gonna go with it. And we will also paint his little nose here and his little feet here in this sunset gold color. So let's go grab a couple more pieces of tape here. And this one we're going to have to tape on both sides so that we don't get any color on the pieces that we've already painted. Here's a fun idea for you guys. Since these are only $4 and you can get as many as you want, these would be so fun if you are going somewhere for Thanksgiving or if you're having people at your house for Thanksgiving. These would be so much fun to have for all the grandkids to do, or even adults. I mean, all right, that's too long. Let's tear this off some. And then we'll put another one right there. So grab a few of these. You can't really get craft kits under $4 anymore. So this is a good buy. All right. Now we'll do these the yellow color. Seems like she was just starting college. Time is flying too fast. I know. I know. It really does. She is getting married to the same person she was dating through high school. I think they are buying a house, getting married, doing all the things. All right, I think I'm going to dry this and then we might give another coat on that real quick before we pull that tape off. Not even, right? Not even for $8. I get it. Hey, Marissa, this is our item of the weekend. We have a little turkey here that we're going to create. Make sure when you check out that you use the coupon code IOTW so that it gives you your 50% off. And you can get 50% off one of them, or you can get 50% off 10 of them. I will tell you our item of the weekend when we have it. So sometimes we have special buys, sometimes we have flash sales, but when it's ever the item of the weekend, I'm telling you, it's great to stock up during that time. All right, so let's do this one. We're gonna have to do this one smaller. And actually, he's gonna cover it, so it's okay if we go down a little bit. I just don't want any of that there, but I think we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and tear that away. There we go. And let's dry our yellow so we can tape that off. I like this color on it. I really, really do. Go ahead and put this one here. Parker's been out of school the past couple days for, I guess, the end of the semester. This was parent teacher conferences yesterday. All right, so this one I think we're going to do this terracotta orange. For those of you that have seen the Heart of Christmas workshop being promoted, that does close on Monday. So Monday's the last day that you'll be able to join us for that because all the kits are going to be shipping next week. So you have them in time for the workshop to start on the 27th. Y'all, we're already halfway through October. Can you believe it? It's going to be an amazing workshop to just kind of start your holiday season with intention, with joy, and just really move through the holiday season carrying um, those things with you so that you embrace the happiness, you embrace the whimsy, the wonder, the joy of the season. Because all too often we get just sucked into the busyness of the season. And I'm not saying that you're still not going to do that because that's just what the season is, but we're going to try to be a little bit more intentional. Look how cute this is. Oh my goodness. I am in love. Parker's game went well. Yes. However, they lost. They were up the whole time and then lost it right at the end. Lost it by 1 point. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. All right, I'm going to use this ocean color and do our little tag here, and then I'll do our letters white, I think. Good morning, Erin. How are you? It's been a while since I've seen you, my friend. It is so good to see you. Mhm. Actually, instead of white, I'm going to use this vintage lace. It's just a little bit creamier than a true white, maybe. No, that one's on there. There we go. Yep, done with baseball. And he'll start powerlifting now. It's something that he does at the school through he won't start that till after Thanksgiving. So usually all Christmas break or all through December and January, I think, is powerlifting. All right, we're going to put our give thanks on here so we can paint it. We're going to wipe this one off just a little bit. And then we need a brown for our turkey. Let's see. Let's try this topping. I think that'll be a good color. And we might do some speckles on it as well. So we'll do our letters and our little tag that says gobble gobble. And we used all of our yellow, but we're going to hand paint our yellow on our little heart here, which is his nose, and our little feet here. Some of these colors are Nicole's. Yes. Did you order from the new collection? So exciting. So the holiday collection from Nicole, the Ruffled Daisy holiday collection, those are the colors that we will be using inside the Heart of Christmas workshop. And I will be using those throughout the holiday season on other things. So it's a great one to buy. And then the Ruffled Daisy branded collection is 5 colors. I think there's 5 colors in each pack. You just got this turkey, Pam. Well, if you love it, you should grab some more because they're $4 today. These are going to be great to have on hand for to do after Thanksgiving or before the Thanksgiving dinner. I think it would be fun to have these around for everybody to do. Anyway, yes, the paints are amazing. So we'll probably have another collection in the springtime around Easter. All right, we're probably going to do another coat on that one. Let's try this and put another coat in here. Marissa, have you used Nicole's stuff yet? Have you used her paints yet? If you've not, You are in for a treat because you're gonna love him. You are gonna love him. All right, his little footsies are done. We'll set those there. Let's do, there we go. And then we'll do that wine color, the same color that we did up here. We'll do that little one. I think it's called a waddle. Well, I think I talk about that every year. I always forget the name of it. Let's go ahead and do these white. You've used Nicole's paints? Yes. Yes, Pam. They are just really nice paints. Good coverage. And that's the difference between chalk paint and regular craft acrylic paint. You're just going to get better coverage on chalk paint. And they are going to be a little bit more expensive. Okay. They just are. They're just a higher quality paint, but they are totally worth it. All right. I think that's pretty good. I didn't get any paint in my little gobble letters. I did. There's a little circle that goes all the way around it. Let's make sure we get all of our paint out of that. There we go. All right. You are going to love it. You think you have this turkey, Jana? This is our item of the week. So this is a great opportunity for those of you that got it. It's 50% off. So instead of being $8, it's $4. Debbie says, I didn't get my subscription box yet. And can you post that link with the paints? I couldn't get in yesterday. Yes, I can make sure to post it again. I can also do it right here. Hold on one second. Let's do it right here. There we go. You should get your subscription box before Monday. Monday is going to be our paint night. All right. Hopefully that link works. Actually, it might not. It doesn't look like it's a link. I will post them here for you, though. That one's not flat at all. We learned, was it yesterday that we learned about sponges? So when you cut them and you're using stencil, so you see how this one's curved and this one isn't? This one is not going to work on the stencils. We learned that. We learned that together. I was like, why are these not working? Maybe I'll just try a new sponge. And it worked. I'm still growing in my, how do I say it, my ability to use stencils. Stencils have been around forever. I've never really been one to use them a lot. So we're growing in that. We're growing in that. But I do have some new stencils that are going to be releasing that you're going to love for your Christmas decorations, Christmas gifts, all the things. All right. I think that's adorable. I think these are good. I don't think they need another coat. So let's put this together. Oh, we got to do our turkey first, though. And I was going to use the toffee color. Toffee from Apple Barrel, Walmart. We're going to go ahead and sponge it too. And I think on this one, We're gonna do some little speckles on it, I think, like with some, I don't know. Let me think on that. Maybe we won't. So for those of you in the VIP group in the Dream Makers, I was looking at this turkey and was like thinking that these little feathers on the turkey would look so amazing with foil. Good morning, my friends. Sponges are the best for painting. And there are times I mean, there's instances I use sponges, there's instances that I use paintbrushes. It's all just kind of personal preference. All right, that's looking adorable. I think I'm gonna sand these down just a little bit. Let me go ahead and put some new sandpaper on here. And this is 220. That's what we're going to use. I'm going to just very lightly sand. And I want to knock off that edge so you can see a little bit of the wood coming through. Oh, yes, I love that. Let's turn it around though, since we got some red on there. I should have done the red last. There you go. So you can see a little bit of the red. It's more noticeable here. I'm sorry, a little bit of the wood. It's more noticeable here. How do you order the kit for the workshop? As long as you sign up for the workshop, and I think you did, Nona, you pay the $55. That includes your kit. So those will be mailed all next week. Yep, they'll be mailed all next week. Let's put one more on here since we did the dark colors. I'm pretty sure I saw your registration come through, Winona. So you don't have a separate kit to order. Sometimes you do. Kind of just depends on the workshop and how I'm setting it up. But this one, it's included in that price. All right, I think I'm also going to do some burnishing around the edge. And I think I'm going to use like a darker brown. So let's see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and do this too. All right. I'm going to take this chocolate sprinkle, burnt umber. They're both very similar. But I'm going to do a little bit. And I'm going to burnish around the edges of our turkey. Give it a little bit more character around the edge anyway. Get a little bit more here. Is shipping free for Canada? There is a separate shipping for Canada, unfortunately. However, any order over $75 gets free shipping, and that does mean Canada as well. But Canada does have a separate shipping. Kind of soften that edge up a little bit. Super cute. And then I'm gonna Stickles would look good for this. You don't remember paying for it? I will double check it. You may not have. I thought that I saw it come through. I could be wrong. I think I like it better without the sanding. So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit more of this on there. But you don't need to order the separate kit. Just make sure, since you're in the VIP group, I did post in the VIP group what your coupon code is for it. So just make sure to make sure you're using that code, Nona. See how that just makes a difference on each side? If you like to have, it just gives it a little bit more, I don't want to say a distressed look, but it just kind of gives it a little bit more character. There we go. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. This side. Let's get some more right here. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is going to be adorable. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't be like you and forget. You always forget the coupon codes. That's okay. Um, that's all right. So I am going to use, you have some spacers here. I am going to put them on the back of this so it kind of props your turkey away from the feather. Ooh, that's a lot of glue. Away from the feathers a little bit, just to give it a little bit more depth. We're gonna let those dry right there. Let's go ahead and do our give thanks here. All right, here's the G. I think we're gonna put some ribbon on here. Hold on. I don't think anything's coming out of this. Some of that, ooh, that's a lot of, there would be some stickles that would be really pretty on this. The the color of stickles that I use a lot for fall decorations is, where is it? I use these quite a bit. The copper and the glisten. I use those a lot. Come on, come out. There's some on there. Can you use the coupon code for the heart ornament class? Um, yes, but it's not the same as your VIP coupon code. It's not the same. So make sure you hop over to the Dream Makers group and grab the code that I put over there because it is a separate one for that workshop. Okay. But yes, you will get your 15% off of it. Let's see. Is it moving on me? Hold on. There we go. Ta-da! Those are so cute. Yeah, you were thinking the glisten and the copper. Yeah. All right. Let me looking at some ribbon here. Think I want a bit of twine. I think we might use one of these, like this yellow. All right, so I think we need some of our burnishing on this one as well, just so it kind of blends in with everything else. We might put it on here too, and we might put a little bit on there as well. Sheila, I can also check for you. We're going to dirty up his feet just a little bit more. Sometimes you get the letters together and sometimes separate. It just depends on the file. So if they're a pain in the booty, and so we have a honeycomb bed, and sometimes they'll fall through, and I just try to keep them together so they don't all fall through, usually. Okay, so when you do this, make sure when we glue this down that you're setting it so that you have it to where it's going to set, okay? Set level. Sheila, will you just send me a quick message and then that will remind me that I need to check that for you. All right. So what I mean is like this. See how it's standing up on its own? You just want to make sure that before it's all dry, that it's Roxy, you don't have your box yet. So they just went out Wednesday. Yeah, they just went out Wednesday, and I think the majority of them are supposed to be delivered on Saturday. Yeah. Linda, really? So you can do Beth at theruffleddaisy.org. However, now that you say that, I tried to send an email this morning and it didn't go through because it's erroring out. So I wonder if there's something wrong with my email. It's Beth at theruffleddaisy.org or admin at theruffleddaisy.org. I will answer both of them. Sheila, you can send me a Facebook Messenger or an email. That's fine. Oh, you know what I should have done was put the little twine. I think we're going to do yellow. We should have put it on there before we tied them together. Good thing we have those spacers in, right? Let's go ahead. Yeah, I'm the only one that checks messages. So you can go to my messenger. I don't get notifications for my messenger, but emailing will work too. Beth at theruffleddaisy.org or admin at theruffleddaisy.org. All right, so I'm going to tie, oh, my fingers are stuck together. Just have glue on them. I'm going to tie this right here at the side. Let me put a little knot in it just so it stays. And now let's put this on here. Just to stress it a little bit. Let's put some color on this one. Let's do the yellow. I think that'll be good. Let's do the yellow. I think that was a good option with the yellow there. Actually, probably should have tied the knot right now after. All right. Let's tie it at the top. And then let's make a little bow. And there we go. A bit smaller, maybe. Isn't this so cute? And we don't even have everything together. Let's go ahead and do a little burnishing up here. And then we are going to take a little black paint pen and draw on his eyes. Well, my goodness, that just makes it so adorable. Let's kind of move that so it's not covering up our words there. There we go. That's better. Isn't it cute? Oh, Patricia, I have missed you. It's been a long time since I've seen you, my friend. So glad you stopped by. I'm so glad you stopped by. All right, so the same thing, we're going to make sure that that is level and it can sit on its own. We do have these in our shop. I'll go ahead and put one of these on here so you can see how to do it to help it sit a little bit easier if you want, but you don't have to. Find my paint pen or my little marker here. So these are $4 for the weekend only. So that sale is going to go away um, on Sunday at midnight. And you can purchase one at $4. You can purchase 20 at $4. You just need to make sure that you are using the coupon code IOTW. And then this sits right here. Isn't this adorable? IOTW is what's going to give you the discount so you can get it for 50% off. This little cutie is normally 8 and it is $4 this weekend. Is that straight? I think so. We're just going to press and see. All right, I am going to do some, you know what, I should have done some rosy cheeks before I put them on there. That's all right. We're going to use these. I'm going to show you something too. These are new black and white and gold and silver markers. I used the silver one yesterday on something. So yes, they will be right in the shop. I can link it here, but if you just go right to the shop, let me get it and I can just show you. You're going to see a scrolling thing that says use coupon code IOTW for 50% off. There you go. You're going to see it. It's going to be a little scrolly thing that's going across. If you just if you just touch that little button, it's orange, it's scrolling. But if you just touch that, it's going to take you directly to the item. Yep. Anyway, so I was using these silver yesterday and I love them. Maybe let's go ahead and do the gold. Let's see what the gold looks like and we'll just do the letters. So these have a fine and then they have a brush tip as well. Let's brush. I'm gonna show you, but this I absolutely loved the silver. This gold is really good too. I wasn't originally gonna do this, but I wanted to show you these. The silver is great. The silver is gonna be absolutely awesome at Christmas time. These are in my Amazon shop. But someone else had posted them, and so I grabbed them on Prime. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna try them out because I needed some new white markers anyway. So I just got a bundle. Yes, these were from Amazon. You see that? Looks so good. Looks so good. All right. But the reason I got these is because, oops, I want to use the white. And we're just going to use, excuse me, we're just going to use the regular little tip here. And I'm just going to do just a few little dots, not a ton. We're not going to go crazy. We're just going to bring a little bit of dots on here just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Oh, I lost my comments. Where'd they go? Are you guys still with me? What did you use for the eyes? So these, I got these from Dollar General and I absolutely love them. Yep, absolutely love them. They are so fine. You can see it comes a small, a fine, and a detail. The detail is so fine. I use the small to do those, but the fine and the detail is an even thinner line. And so I bought a second pack because I loved them so much. I don't remember how much they were, but they're from Dollar General. Yeah, I don't remember how much they were, but they're there. Those are so cute. So we could do more if we wanted. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll do, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. He's so cute. There you go. Look how adorable he is, you guys. He, her, I don't care what you guys call it. I think it's absolutely adorable. So these do sit, like I said, but you can put these on. These are in my shop. They're little back stands. And so we're going to glue this on and we're going to glue it right to the bottom. Remember, make sure that it can still sit because you don't want it pushing it forward or anything. And then you can glue this in if you want, or you don't have to. So let's make sure that is set there real quick. So putting those little spacers in that you're getting right behind the body in front of the feathers is going to help give you more stability when it's standing. Okay, because you can see it does stand, but if you wanted, you could put this in there and it would lean back. Well, there you go. It would lean back. So you can glue this in if you want. Did you add the feather lines in black? I did not. Those are actually etched in there. You could trace them if you wanted them to be a little bit more noticeable or vibrant. But the camera isn't picking them up super noticeable, but they are very noticeable in person. But no, that's etching that was already on there. You don't have to do that. So there you go. These are $4. Grab one, grab 10. Have a fun craft day at Thanksgiving. These would be so much to do to set the kids out and let the kids or adults kind of work on these before dinner, after dinner, whatever you want to do. But this is a really, really, really um, great price point to be able to grab several of them for some holiday fun. So, happy Friday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Make sure Monday is the last day to join our Heart of Christmas workshop. After that, it's not open anymore. And we have 20 spots left. So make sure you grab your spot. The kits will be going out next week for that, and it will start the following week. So I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend.